Be honest with me. Is his leg kick a little bit too high? Because I used to think so until a big league hitting coach told me something that completely changed how I trained my own kids. And every time I share this clip, people always say, well, he's never going to hit velocity with that kind of leg kick. Yet here he is, smashing a single off a pitcher that PBR had sitting 90 miles per hour. And that wasn't a fluke because later that game, he faced a lefty who topped 91 that day, and he still got a hit off of that guy. But early in my coaching career, when my kids were 7 and 8 years old, I thought I knew what the right mechanics were, because back then all I knew when I was just starting to coach was what I'd been taught in college. And I actually called a big league hitting coach because I thought my oldest son had an arm barring issue where the front arm locks out real early in the swing, and it's known to make, or I thought it was known to make kids have a long swing. And I'll never forget what that coach said. He goes, well, good thing you never got to coach Griffey or Trout because they arm bar too. So I was like, ooh, yeah, maybe I'm wrong on that one. Maybe I need to rethink some of these things I think about what I believe are 100% true. And what he said was, be careful thinking that what you know about mechanics are true, and instead create environments that help athletes discover the right moves that work for their bodies themselves. And so while that conversation hit my ego a little bit, that one conversation did change everything for me, because he showed me then what they call a loading style test that they like to teach, where they take 10 different styles of loading that work at the highest level, at the MLB level. And he encouraged me to take these styles and track how each of them works for my son with a bat sensor, where we could see the patterns and the load styles that not only produce the most power, but help my son be on time the best. And for him, when we did that, it turned out that it did need to be the big leg kick style. And that's totally fine, because guys like Josh Donaldson had a super high leg kick like that, and they have a MVP award. And guys like Jose Bautista, World Series hero, also had big leg kicks, just as big as my son's, and it helped them do well in the world's toughest scenarios. Now, that doesn't mean a big leg kick is right for everyone. Different athletes will respond differently to the different loading styles, and sometimes the timing pattern that feels wrong at first actually ends up unlocking the most power. So we highly encourage parents who like to work with their kids to try these 10 different timing styles to help their hitters explore which options are the best for their timing and power production. And if you would like a copy of those different 10 timing styles to try the next time you go to a cage, drop the word timing below and I will in the comments, and I will DM you that guide. No problem. It's totally free. And then give it a try, because you're going to be surprised how quickly this simple test can help your hitters sync up their load, improve their timing, and start driving the ball harder and further than ever.